All right, so I got an update. I am going to be leaving for Argentina. I'm going out of the country. I'm going to be living there for at least 3 months. And so I left the job I was at for the past 3 years or so and tried to take an unpaid leave of absence. They didn't allow it. So now I'm going to be living in Argentina. My girlfriend's from there, so that'll be good. And we'll see how things go down there. It's kind of something that I've been thinking about, and of course I don't own a home here or anything crazy, so it felt like a good time to go down there and have a life experience and figure it out. And potentially stay longer, just see how it goes. It's snowing here right now down there. It's like summertime and probably like 90 degrees. So I'm a fan of the warm weather, so that'll be a nice change. But anyways, that's just a little update. It's relatively still pretty cheap to live down there. I think it's gotten a little bit more expensive. I've been there one time before, and it was incredibly cheap, but that was a few years ago. So I think it's become a little bit more expensive, but the Airbnb I got was like $800 a month. It has a pool and like a little gym. It's nothing crazy fancy, but comes fully furnished, and it's like $800 US a month. So I think you could probably get by on $1,000 a month down there, $1,500 a month if you're living relatively modestly. And so I'm bringing $5,000 or $6,000 cash, and of course have saved up some other money just to from working for the past several years. So it'll be a good change, and so probably make some videos down there from Buenos Aires, and just wanted to give you guys that update. It's I'm sure a lot of people think about doing something like that, but they never really take the plunge to go do it, because it's a bit of a drastic move. But if you buy a house or you're tied down somewhere, it becomes a lot more difficult to do anything. Or if you already have a family or kids, it just seems like something very far-fetched to where you could leave and have a just a complete life experience. And like I said, unfortunately I did have to leave my job, but I was already kind of at the end of the line there anyway. It's a job that, again, as if you guys have ever watched my videos, I live in Seattle, so I was born and raised here, and the cost of living here is very high. So if you're not making, I would argue, around $200,000 at least, it just doesn't really make a lot of sense to try to live here. You could rent here and survive, but if you want to try to like own a home or get ahead and be doing well here, you got to be making probably $200,000. So for me, it's just like, hey, this job I had, it wasn't a terrible job, but it wasn't really paying enough to justify starting a life here. So I don't feel bad about it, just from the standpoint of, I think there's always other opportunities out there, and you can leave and do other things, and then have a better opportunity come up. Of course, you're leaving an opportunity. You're leaving something that you're doing now, right? So you're moving on from that. But like I said, the opportunity cost to me is worth it, because if you just accept mediocrity in your life, then you're never really gonna get ahead. You're giving up your time, and you're getting really not enough money for whatever you're doing. So to me, it's like, well, it doesn't really matter. I probably have to restart or move somewhere else if I actually want to get ahead. The job I was at, the area I'm living, it doesn't make sense. So it'll be fun. I've only been out of the country one time. So, I'm going to Argentina again. I'm going to be there for 3 months. We'll see how it goes. I'm excited for it. And, I probably will come back after 3 months. I don't know. And after that, I'm no longer tethered to working here. So for me, it's like if I'm going to live in this area, I need to be doing a job that makes sense financially. Otherwise, my next move will be to relocate somewhere where the cost of living is just more in line with what you're actually earning in the area. So that's where I'm at. It's pretty nice here. It's wintertime. It's snow and blue skies, but it's cold. It's like 30 degrees. And in Buenos Aires, it's going to be pretty hot, 90 degrees. It's summertime there. So I think I already said that. But anyways, I'm at the gym the last couple days. I'm leaving on a flight in a few days here, and I'll be in another country for 3 months. So some of you guys are probably pretty jealous of that. Some of you guys are probably like, what are you doing? But it'll be a good experience. And if I've learned anything, and I've talked about this with a few people that knew I was going, everyone has a limited amount of time, so I think at the end of your life, or if you lose your health, you end up having regrets about some of the stuff you didn't do, or some of the stuff that you could have done but you just didn't because you were too nervous or scared or thought you needed more money before you did it. And I'm a pretty simple person, but to me, it just made sense to do something and have a good experience and go there and figure it out. And like I said, I'm not throwing away like such a great opportunity or anything here. It'd be a different story if I was making $300,000-$400,000 working in Seattle. Of course, you wouldn't want to throw that away. But if you have the time, it's something to consider doing. You only live once, and you don't get to take any of the money or anything else with you, right? At the end of the day, it's just about the experiences you have and the stuff you did. And once your health goes, you can't really do much, even if you had the money or even if you wanted to do it. So that's kind of what I've learned. You see people die, you get, some of your family members pass away. People that aren't even that old get health problems and they just can't do anything. And so really when I thought more about it, it was like, well, this is just something I should do, and I'll figure out the rest of it after. So hope you guys like it. I'm going to the gym. You guys can subscribe if you want, and take care of yourself. I'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.